G'day guys, so interesting little lick here. It's kind of like a country blues, bluegrass type lick that you would use over a dominant chord. Like in this case, because I've got a capo on, everything's up 2 frets, but if I had no capo on, I'd think about this as like an E7, E dominant 7 lick, and it would lead back to E is the dominant 7th. It's the 5th chord in the key of A, C, E, right? So if A is my root chord, my key, and I was trying to lead back from E7. I would use a lick like this, right? And you can modify it slightly to work with E major 7 if you want. You just have to, modify a couple of the notes to make sure you hit the notes that paint the right sonic landscape, I guess, create the right chord inference. So anyway, so what I'm playing here is basically groups of 6 notes, right? And I want you to think about that. I'm going to show it to you as groups of 6 notes before, but then we're going to modify the very first group to add 1 note to break the rhythm of it up so it doesn't sound so methodical. Because if I play this as groups of 6, and I want you to listen to this, right? So it has too much rhythmic consistency, and it's too easy for your ear to catch on to what's happening, right? Right? It's too much rhythmic consistency, so I want to break that up. But we're going to learn it with a rhythmic consistency so that it makes more sense in your brain. So we'll learn it this way. The first pattern, and each of these patterns is the same in terms of the way you switch forwards and backwards from adjacent strings. So the first pattern is high E string, 9th fret, 6th fret, right? So I'm pulling off, so I'm plucking or picking whatever your first note, pulling off to the second note, like I said, 9 and 6. And remember, I have a capo on here, so if you don't have a capo, this would be 7 and 4. Okay, so move everything down to 2. So yeah, 9, 6, open, and then go to the B string, 9, and then go back to the E string, 6, and then open again. Okay, then we're going to switch up to the next set of strings, and we're going to play 9, 7, open, 8, 7, open. And the 9, 8, open is on the B string, and then on the G string we have 8, and then back to the E string, 7, open. So the 4th note is always on the next lowest string. So 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 here. And on this next one, we're going on the G string. We're going 8, 6, open. Then 4th note is on the adjacent string, so it's 8 again, and then 6 back on the G string, and then open. Okay, so we have and then the last one on the D string, it starts on the 8th fret, 7th fret, 6th fret, open, 1st fret, 3rd fret, and 4th fret. And remember, all of this is down to semitones if you aren't using a capo. So that's your first group of 6, your second group of 6, your third group of 6, your fourth group of 6. Okay, so once you've got that down, and you can get it to flow just in a consistent thing, and do it slow, don't need to rush it. So when you can get it to flow, on the first pattern that you do, right? which would normally be 9, 6, open, right? I want you to add in 7 on the way down. So 9, 7, 6, open, and then 9, 6, open. So there's now 7 notes there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Now, if you have a look at my right hand, I'm only picking the first note on each string. Right? Now, by adding that extra note, it completely alters the way the rhythm feels. It makes it come to an end at the right place, right? So when you think about it in terms of 7, then 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah. And practice going from like A7. Back to A. Right? And maybe put something together. Practice, turning it around, and if you have to practice it with a metronome, that's really great. I have a tendency sometimes to rush these kind of licks, so I lose the really strong timing, and that's very important. If you really want it to sound cool, you must nail every note in exactly the right spot. And that gives it a real performance level feel. Anyway, see how you go with that, enjoy that, and remember, I'm using a capo, so everything I say is 2 frets down if you're not using a capo, or buy a capo, because I find that using the capo with some stuff actually makes it work much better. And I'm really grown fond of the capo. Of course, I've become a real fan of the thumb pick. This is very new for me, but I've got to tell you, the amount of opportunity that this little thing opens up in playing is next level. And I never understood that. For my whole life, I've been a pick, pick and 3 fingers hybrid picker type guy. But this is better, in my opinion. And now I still haven't gotten used to picking with it like a traditional flat pick, but I'm getting better slowly. And well, life's all about improving. So anyway, enjoy that. Hope that was something worth giving your time to. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.